Yo, what is good? We are back for the fourth matchup of the night. We actually are going the distance. We've got a fifth matchup after this one. This will be a new record for DCRL. And today, trooping with me, we got Penn joining us on the desk. Kind of short notice, so I appreciate him coming on short notice.
Of course. What's up? I am happy to be on the desk, happy to pick up a shift and get to cast a fun game. This is my first DB game. Can't wait.
Yes, sir. I'm so excited for it too. But I don't think we delay this. I think we someone's saying fix pen. Can they hear you? Oh, lowercase. Sweet. Uh, my bad, chat. There
Dang.
we go.
I'm
You're
just
good.
not cool enough to be uppercase.
There.
Yeah, no, I think we just get into stats here.
We're already running a little bit behind, so we'll just keep her moving. Apparently I forgot to change your name entirely, so it's also kind of broken on this one. But if you want to talk about some division stats real quick, that'd be great.
Oh, 100%, yeah. So up at the top, you see Pegasus, 3-1 record. Boost Brigade, someone coming in tonight at 3-1. The winning percentage is a little shakier for Boost Brigade. I'm wondering if they have a lot more close matches, a couple game fives, but looking at this match, I think they're just looking to secure a decent win against one of the lower teams in the league. I mean, this league separated pretty substantially compared to other leagues. I mean, I think it's pretty even since we're early on the season, but it's good to see that there is a bit of wow, I can't speak. Differentiation. Jeez,
Yep.
words aren't coming to me.
No, you're good.
Um,
And oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're all good. Yeah, and I mean, I just want to see if I'm coming into tonight on the Boost Brigade side. I want to see a consistent and easy 3-0. And if you're coming in as Chaos Crew, I'm looking to pick up and get to that 2-2 record, stay even on the season.
Yep, 100%. Boost Brigade, I think some of these stats are not updated because some of the rankings are off. I think Lowballers is a little bit higher on this because I think I saw Boost Brigade below both Lowballers and Burns Bumpers. So I think this isn't 100% up to date, but that is whatever. We're looking at some team stats though. There's nothing in red for Boost Brigade or for Chaos Crew. It's kind of just middle of the pack stats here. But
Yeah,
without any delay, let's just hop into some. Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to cut you off again.
no, you're good.
Let's just hop into some of the team stats. So first up, we've got Chaos Crew is the first team we're going to be taking a look at. We've got Warrior leading this team with 1.09 goals a game, and I'm hoping this is wrong because assuming according to this, we've got 0 goals scored all season for professional LARPer and only 1 assist, I would assume, or 2 assists for professional LARPer. I'm hoping that'll change in this series. Hopefully, we can see some more coming out from that man. It's a Maboa. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with it's. I don't know. Or same. We'll go with same. That's his name now. He's the third pick for this team. He has been doing pretty solid. Half a goal a game. Saves. He's been kind of about middle of the pack for this group, but overall, kind of hanging with them. And I think he's going to be a big factor in this matchup.
Yeah, coming from that lower record and looking to fight your way to even, you're definitely going to see Warrior perform heavily tonight, especially if LARPer is struggling. I mean, the only thing he seems to be leading on this team is demos of game, so if that's what he's doing to get Warrior these shots, I can't complain.
Yep.
And Boa, I mean, I'm just looking for a consistent third man approach, especially in DIV. Having a solid third man is the difference between winning and losing, 100%.
Oh, that's crazy coming from a third best. I'm just messing with you. But speaking of you, though, if you want to go over these stats real quick, I just occurred to me I don't have these guys added, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get these guys in this matchup.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So we see three league leading things, although one of them is not really to the favor. We see Maz Toes with 1.53 goals a game on 4 shots. So he's shooting a little lower per shooting percentage compared to Warrior on the other team. But if you're putting up 4 shots a game, it looks like the team tends to put up around 7 shots a game, which is nothing to scoff at. And if you're putting in, it looks to be about 2.2 of those. I mean, you're gonna be a consistent contender, especially in a league as low as Divi. I want to see if anything Hip Dusty down there. avoid getting demoed. I mean, league leading and getting demoed is a V-Storm thing, and no one wants to do that. But
Hey.
but outside of that, if anything, I want to see the third man perform. 7% shooting is definitely not what you want to see, especially this deep into the central part of the season. And I'd love to see some more goals. I mean, you are a third man. You're not really. You're probably really only getting tap-ins, if anything. But a couple nice goals from David. I don't even know. I'm just gonna
Could not
Mister.
tell you. I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
David.
so that works. So good old David over here. I just want to see maybe some consistent shooting, maybe at least a shot a game, and overall, I'd love to see a little bit more demos, especially from Hip Dusty and David, since we're looking around 0.19 per game, which is near nothing.
Yep. Maybe these guys can add. I don't know. I'm trying to. He's got David in here. I'm wondering if he has any of the other players. A little bit scuffed because I don't have a lot of people from E, because everyone's like new from Division E, so like I don't like have anyone added in Division E.
Yeah, if you want to take us back to the league, I can
gotcha.
yap a little more while we work our way into that.
Go do peak yapping. Go do peak yapping.
Oh, dude. It's what my professional job is, I guess. Looking at this league here, we're not seeing anything red from these teams. However, stats that tend to stand out are shots and goals. And when you're shooting ×2 your opponent, 7.4. I mean, it's not exactly ×2, but a 3 versus a 7, I'm going to be aiming towards that 7 to perform higher and higher. 2.29 goals a game versus 1.55. You need to see a little bit more out of KHAOS KREW this game. And save percentage, one of the most important stats that gets overlooked. I mean, if you're keeping the ball out of your net, you're not going to lose the game unless you're not shooting. But I mean, a 20% difference in saves and the only thing that seems to favor KHAOS KREW going into this matchup is probably demos. I mean, they're sitting at, I mean, it's only 0.6 over, but that extra demo game in the right position might do them justice here. We'll see.
Yep.
Outside of that and just broad divvy, I mean, I think we're getting pretty close to the game here, but other than that, I mean, I'm just looking to see how this league performs. It's our first time having this league. I can't wait to see how these teams develop throughout the season, how many of these players move up in future seasons, especially how the top like league performers, what's the difference between them and the lower divisions.
Yep, and we do have them going. We did manage to get them in here, so the game has commenced. Some early aggression coming from Boost Brigade, which is kind of what we expected these guys to be a little bit more on the better end compared to KHAOS KREW. Let's try to get this overlay working, hopefully. Maybe yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah, starting off a pretty even matchup, a little bit of boomer ball here. I mean, it's about what you expect coming out of it. Out of a rough start, probably a little bit of nerves. I don't know how much these players have been on stream, but stream will put nerves into Div A or Div E players all the same. It's still a menace to deal with, especially for your first, second, maybe even third time.
Yeah,
We see a nice
100%.
clear out by the orange half, and it's kind of awkward as the ball flies straight in front of the net, and it's just sent across the woodwork. And I think Hipduster wants that one back.
Yep, and this one, I'm guessing there's just gonna be a lot of shots with like not a ton. Because I mean, we did mention the shooting percentage was a little low, so I'd expect a decent number of shots with not a lot of them going in. I'm guessing the strategy for these two teams is just throw things on target and hope it sticks.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a multitude of just booms across the playing field. Not much really happening. Currently, they're keeping it to the corner. Hip Dusty goes to push it out. A little bit slow, but he gets it past one. It's floating over the net. Two unable to get there. Ball goes up. Moss toes up. No, it's saved out, and Warriors getting it pushed out into the blue half. KHAOS KREW just trying to get something to work here before the onslaught starts, and Boa gets a shot on early and out of nowhere.
Yep,
Chaos Crew takes the lead.
Yep, what a pinch into the net of Boost Brigade. We got everything situated, so don't worry. I'm back. We've got everything working just fine. Boost Brigade, now it's their chance to respond. A double kickoff strat coming out from Boost Brigade. Love to see them trying to pull out different things to get this one going. A little bit of a miss. Is someone there to follow up? This one's going to be 50 out mid. Mastos sends it on target. Can't quite get there, though.
Yeah, a little off. The thing of Mastos, if he has that aerial combat ability, I mean, he might just be unrivaled in this entire division. He flew high, no one to follow, and I mean, it's looking rough here as he's in the air again, and he puts it on, and it's a tie game.
Yep, a way to tie it up from Boost Brigade as Mastos with a beautiful aerial, just tapping that over professional LARPer and into the net of Chaos Crew.
If I'm Chaos Crew, I'm hoping we can pull a little bit farther in. I'm hoping to get LARPer's first goal. There's a lot of ifs and buts and maybes, and I want to see some absolutes coming from him.
Yep, and another one getting launched on target but saved by Warrior. Warrior with a shot, gets denied by Mastos. Mastos, again, with another opportunity, going to get sent by Hip Dusty. A dunk coming out from Hip Dusty. I don't know if that's a Duke yet. I'd have to watch it back, but a great goal coming out from Boost Brigade.
It looks close to it, and a great read by Hip Dusty. Just reads the angle perfectly and gets a nice dookie on.
Dookie confirmed. We officially have our first maybe, who knows, maybe it's the first Dookie in Division A. I kind of doubt it, though.
Yeah, I doubt it. I remember scoring a ton of dookies back when I was in the lower ranks, but I'm gonna do a little shout out to David. Oh, as I'm saying that, same. Whew, what a shot.
Is it Boa? Are we gonna commit to calling him Boa? I think that's.
See, my issue is that his in-game name doesn't have Boa, and I like Boa. I'm gonna stick with Boa, but it's throwing me off.
You were saying about
good
David?
Shot. Oh yeah. So David, I mean, I don't understand the origin of it, but he's rocking a Georgian flag. I don't know why, I don't know where, but respect to that. It's either that or Northern Ireland, and God knows my flag knowledge is a little weak right now. It's been a while.
Yep, a great shot opportunity from Hip Dusty. He can't quite find it in. Boa now pushing on this one, trying to find it around the defense. Can't quite get there. Gonna get bumped for his efforts. Professional LARPer sending this one on target. Gets denied. Boa now with some time and space. Can he grab the boost? Goes back, turns on the ball. Gets a little bit of a tap forward. Can he get it? Not quite. This one out mid. It's kind of dangerous.
Ooh.
Almost put in by Mastos.
Yeah, David unable to make the turn there when he had the open net in front of him. And LARPer tries to push out. David knocks it up high. It's stuck in this corner, and if I'm Chaos Crew, I want to put a shot on net and get yourselves moving in, but Mastos hits in the corner. It's rolling out mid. There's no one there. He's up in the air. He puts it on, and Boost Brigade take the lead late in the final minute.
Okay, Mastos is actually insane. I know we saw it in the stats earlier, but like, Lord, what a game coming out from this guy thus far.
I mean, for Div E, you're sitting pretty up in at least medium to high diamond. He's good enough to win a tournament in diamond. I mean, you're looking at a guy who probably could have gone Div D if it was a different story, and he's just going to take the advantage while he has down here in Div E.
Yep, definitely. 30 seconds left on the clock, and that means 30 seconds left to tie this one up. Hip Dusty getting a great clear outwards. Is David able to collect? Not quite. Mr. David able to push in the corner. Hip Dusty now on this ball. Gets a pop-up high. David trying to follow. Can't quite find the touch. A little bit of a double commit. Mastos last man left in back. Cannot find it. And I think that's professional LARPer's first ever goal of Div E season.
And LARPer slots one in ahead of his teammate. Something that we all hate to see until they put it in, and then we're happy. And yes, first goal of the season for LARPer, and I'm just ecstatic. That's a way to have your game.
Yep, and Mr. David now trying to get this one on net. Can't quite find it. Does this one go to OT? Mastos trying to change that. Can he get around it? Not quite. This one's probably going to drop one last chance for KHAOS KREW, but it's going to drop to the ground. We go to OT in game number 1 for these two teams.
Yeah, definitely not how we expected for this to go. Both of us kind of projecting a pretty consistent Boost Brigade win, and KHAOS KREW proving that they're not going to fall at the wayside, taking it all the way to overtime, at least this first game.
Yep, a 50 out Warrior tries to get it out mid to someone, can't quite find it. Mosto's now on the ball. Can he beat around professional LARPer? Yes, he does. Now it's Hip Dusty out mid. Mr. David trying to follow that one up. He can't quite find it. Boa to the corner, denied by Hip Dusty. Mostos, can he find this one up the pitch? Hip Dusty gonna have to collect himself now.
LARPer's boost giving me a headache, but Warrior hits it to the corner. Hip Dusty hits it out. No one's quite there. Boa has a chance, hits it to the side. It's sitting in this Boost Brigade half for a long period of time, but David gets it out. Dusty sitting behind him, ready to attack, but this ball floats mid. Dusty goes to follow, he hits it back. No one there until LARPer comes through, and it's just a fight in the corner here as the ball accidentally rolls out from the KHAOS KREW into the central, but it's hit up the side by Dusty, and we're back to neutral in the center.
Mostos out to Hip Dusty. Hip Dusty can't quite find target. Mr. David hitting this one out. Is anyone there to collect? Warrior passing it mid on accident out to Mr. David, who's going to get a touch. Can Mostos follow this one up? A great follow-up. Can he get it? It's mid, not quite. Warrior trying to do his own work. It's out to Hip Dusty. Mostos now has to collect, running back to his own defensive side.
Yeah, and I mean, you said it was a mistake touch a little earlier, but I honestly think that Warrior was trying to pass back. It looked pretty intentful of a touch, but Warrior receives it in the corner, and Mostos gets a touch on. It's on target. It's over 2, and no matter what we felt, Boost Brigade takes the first one over KHAOS KREW.
Yep, what a goal coming out to end this one, going up 1-0, which is huge. 2 more to go to try to lock this one out. KHAOS KREW has to find a way to respond.
Yeah, and if I'm KHAOS KREW, I want that game back. You kept it consistent, you kept it close, but you're just unable to pull it off. And if anything, we're looking at Warrior being the assist man for his team, leading this game in assists, 3 on the night, playmaker status, and getting LARPer his first goal, getting Boa some more shots, more goals than you would have expected. Boa somehow shooting 200%, which is insane. Don't know how that's possible. But over on the other side, Mostos, I mean, doing what you expect him to do. A 3-goal game, highest points, 4 shots in a demo. Hip Dusty being a solid second man, sitting around those 52 touches. I mean, you can't really ask more.
Yep, and jumping into game number 2, what do you think KHAOS KREW needs to work on to get this next game?
Honestly, if I'm KHAOS KREW, I'm really just looking to get shots on net and to keep Mosto at bay. Keep the ball low, keep it on your side if you have to, but just try to not let that ball float in front of your net, because honestly, the effectivity of KHAOS KREW's air game is honestly what killed them there. 2 of the goals, just nice little aerials by Mostos, and you just slotted them in.
Oh, well, apparently I disconnected from party, so that's great. Should be fine now, because we're in the match still, so don't have to worry about that just yet. Mostos gonna clear this one out, though. Back on topic. Warrior trying to get the save. A little bit of a miss. Shot. No, but it's saved away by Warrior. What a save coming from the KHAOS KREW.
Yeah, great touch by Warrior, but it floats down center. This ball flies straight in front of the net. No one to follow. LARPer gets a free touchdown mid, but both of them are there back. It's not fast enough. Hip Dusty tries to follow this up wall. It's a little too awkward. He decides to take it down. However, Warrior's not going to let him even think about a second touch as he pushes early. Mostos collects Warrior's touch, takes it in the corner. It rolls down straight to Boa, and we're sitting neutral in the center again and stuck in these corners. This ball floats out in the middle. Mostos sends it up. He goes to follow. Warrior gets the save. What a save by Warrior, and David hits it against his own teammate. Warrior goes to follow. Mostos awkward. Warrior from deep, sniper shot, and they're up 1-0.
Yep. What? Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. Party was destroyed due to connection error. Love that. A great goal coming from KHAOS Crew to respond. If you go down a game, that's exactly how you need to start the next game, is getting that first goal to lead into game number 2. Just a minute into the game, still doable for either team here. One goal isn't enough to decide this game. At least I don't believe so.
But no, especially not if you're almost hitting it in your own net. But if I'm looking on the KHAOS Crew side, I'm looking to score 2 or 3 and hope that you can hold them at bay for that long. That'll give you enough room in case Maz starts hitting into the air, which is a little bit of a weak spot on this KHAOS Crew side. David receives it in the KHAOS Crew corner, but Boa sneaks around too. He's into the far half. He hits it mid. His teammate might just not be able to get there. Warrior's not able to, and this ball goes back wide. David following, gets demoed. Warrior taking this into his own corner, but HipDusty's there. He sends a top, and oh no! Boa wants that save attempt back.
I do believe that is a... Oh, no, not quite. I thought that was 1 goal, 0 shots, so I was checking the scoreboard to see if that one registered or not. But a great goal coming out to tie this one up.
Yeah, and not a great kickoff to start off this equal game. We're pretty much back to square zero, but with only 3 minutes left as Boa goes for an attack on the blue side. Not able to do much, and Maz just doing what he can to just force his way into the opponent's side. Warrior tries to shoot the ball, misses the boost twice. It floats mid. Warrior's up, hits it back to the side, and he's into the boost brigade half. He puts a shot on target, but it's not going to get through Maz's defense. And Maz hits it back past Boa, and he's trying to fight his way through the rest of their line.
Yep, and a touch out mid, trying to push this one up is Boa. HipDusty can't quite find the touch himself. Can David do any work here? Mosto is going to cut in rotations to get that touch. Saw that his teammate was a little bit awkward. Mosto's now on the ball. It's going to 50 out to the right side of the pitch. Can David do anything with this ball? He's going to try to push it up the field. He's getting a little bit awkward there. I do love the burnout boost from this. You know, one thing that shout out to Div E and honestly any lower divisions is they actually make cool car designs. A lot of Div A is a lot of bland default, no decal. Occasionally you'll see a few decals, but they're really like sweaty decals, honestly.
Yeah, someone who ran a game today with Cristianos and a basic Fennec. I'm all the same in that regard. But yeah, outside of the fact that the one guy's using Rainbow Boost and that hurts my brain, I'm honestly loving these DV cars. I haven't seen Fire God used correctly in forever. Love that from HipDusty. And as he gets his touch out back into the KHAOS half, it's floating a little high. Great touch out by Larper, and Boa is pushing us deeper into their side. Maz gets a touchdown middle, but Warrior's got a dime, but it goes wide. And if on KHAOS, I want these attempts back. They're so close.
Yeah, with just a minute over the clock, one of these attempts is gonna eventually go in, and that attempt very well could be the last nail in the coffin for this game, this next game, because this one has definitely been a lower scoring game. Ooh, almost a beautiful touch from Mostos.
Oh, for a divvy save, that was insane. A great touch by Warrior on a pretty unexpected aerial from Maz, and now Warrior, he's pushing up the boost brigade side, but David tries to receive it in the center. He gets it past one. Larper hits it back into his half. Boa misses. Larper collects, but it flows past. Great 50 by David. David unable to get a touch over Warrior. Warrior collects in his own corner. He goes to push out, but Maz is there trying to make it awkward. A shot on target by HipDusty, but it's sent wide by Boa. This ball floats down mid. It's awkward. Larper hits to the outside, and they're safe another day.
Yep, 20 seconds left on the clock. Again, it's very likely that this next goal is the one that's going to be it. The KHAOS Crew with a great opportunity to score here. They just need to work this one mid, and then they can potentially put it away. Mosto's going to try to go the other way. Time is ticking down as this one is going to eventually die off and touch the ground, and we have overtime in game number 2.
You know, I'm going back to what I said the first match. The fact that we're getting these overtimes is not what we expected. As Boa launches into their backboard, Larper goes to follow behind, hits mid, awkward touch by Hip, straight out. It's received by Boa. Warrior with an aerial. It goes wide. David to follow. He gets an awkward touch into his wall. Goes to follow full side, but it does not. It's not successful. Boa gets touchdown main. Nothing falls, and Maz gets to clear back out to the Chaos Crew corner.
Yep, this one's gonna fall to Hip Dusty, who's gonna pass it forward a little bit. Boost stalled by Mr. David. Mostos now trying for the ball here. A great touch, and what a goal coming from Mostos as he's able to get a beautiful aerial touch to put this one in the net.
Yeah, I was talking about how I felt like these games were a lot closer than we expected, but you know there is one X factor and one clutch factor, and his name is Mostos. And to be honest, if I'm Chaos Crew, I am shaking my boots because this man will not let up. Seems to want to lead the game in every stat and every way. And this round is no different. He ties Warrior in pretty much every stat. However, as we look at this, I mean, Mostos just had a more effective team. Hip Dusty put up way more effective pressure, and David even put up an assist over the almost blank sheets on Larper and Boa's sides.
Yep, and now Boost Brigade looking to sweep Chaos Crew. And is it right that they, I don't know if I saw on cams, and Will kind of pointed out, are two of them sharing a room right now? Are they roommates? Also, I need to, oh shoot, I need to reconnect servers. There we go.
You know, I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of awkward cam-wise, but it looks like they might just be. Yeah, it looks like one's sitting in the backside with the with the cam focused on. I don't know exactly which ones are which because we didn't put names in, but
I can tell you in just a second as soon as we get into this one. But new strat: unplug the PC. Just like go over to the Boost Brigade side and unplug the PC. Kidding. I don't endorse that. I'm kidding. Please play fair.
100%, yeah. And we're working our way into the third match. Honestly, if I'm Chaos Crew, this is my last chance. I need to pull something off here, maybe to get that momentum working into a reverse sweep.
Yep, I'm trying to see which camera
it's funny enough, the two players in the same room are the best players on the field. Warrior and Mostos are in the same exact room right now.
I didn't even know. Let's toggle the cams back on real quick.
Just for the fun of it. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, you
can
see him.
See Warrior in the very background of Mosto's screen. I'm sad we didn't notice that sooner, but that is hilarious. And as we move in, Boost Brigade putting on effective pressure. Nothing quite to fall. And Chaos Crew trying to keep this out. Boa puts one on his own net, but it doesn't go through. And David with the back pass straight to Maz. Maz follows up strong. Hits into the ceiling. He goes for the demo. He gets it, but it's wide. Anyone to follow? No. And Chaos Crew lives to see another minute of this game.
Yep. Hip Dusty looking for the touch there. Mostos is going to be the one who sends it up the pitch. Can he find another one? A great touch around. This one's going to find its way mid. A demo on the pitch. Someone there.
Oh my
Hip Dusty with an amazing goal.
This is just the Mostos show, man. The demo on his roommate and then Hip Dusty to follow through. I mean, you can't really ask for more if you're Boost Brigade and you're just looking to close this out. This is your game.
Yep, and all they need to do is keep this lead for about 3 minutes and 45 seconds, and they can win this one and go 4-1 in the season. I believe that takes the first seed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm pretty sure the current first seed is Pegasus sitting at 3-1. So if I'm if I'm Boost Brigade, I'm looking to take that top spot and keep it. So this will be a decently dominant fashion. I mean, we're currently almost 2 minutes into this match, and Larper's only got 6 points. I mean, it might just be a battle of second man and Hip Dusty showing why he's the proper pick.
Yep, Mostos with a great touch into the corner. David trying to play interference on traffic over there. Boa now trying to work this one up the field. He can't quite find the touch he's looking for, but finds a one on the second attempt. Can he get it out mid to Sona? Great shot opportunity, but going to get denied by David. Hip Dusty out back mid again. There's Mostos to try to work up the field. Warrior to deny, and there's Hip Dusty trying to get this one back out mid. Just over half the game left for Chaos Crew to find a response.
Yeah, honestly, Warrior and Maztos have both impressed me today. I mean, they are obviously the first and the captains of their team, but they're showing why they should have been in Div D, and they wanna prove that going into before next season. Maztos with an awkward attempt on a save as the ball flies off the post, and here a shot flies high on the Boost Brigade's side, and they're looking to push an attack here. Larper goes to receive. It hits back into their corner. Warrior to follow. It hits back into main. And Boa's unable to hit the ball at all, and this just floats mid. Boa's just not high enough, and Hip Duster hits one to the backboard. Woodwork is absolutely loving Hip Duster today as he nails another one into their bar, and this team is bunched up and trying to move, and it's just not working.
Hip Dusty now over to the side. This one could be a goal opportunity. Oh! Mastos can't quite find the touch. This one's going to go up. Is someone there for it? Hip Dusty aerialing for it. He can't quite find the touch. This is going to get cleared out to the side. And now David trying to get its way back out mid.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep him off and try to get one on the net. The longer they can keep this ball out of their goal, the more chances and opportunities they'll have to at least get one goal back, try to sway this pressure. And if it's going to come from anyone, it should be coming from Boa and Larper. Warrior's been kind of getting shut down the second he tries to move out on any piece of offense he saw right there. And it's up to the second and third men of this team, this KHAOS KREW, to get something to go. As Maz goes for a touch up high, David follows, but nothing goes. Warrior with a great save, but it's hit back in center. Maz to follow, he gets a double, but it hits back main. Backward read was on for him, but nothing into the net. And David follows. He hits it mid. It's rolling down. It's awkward, but it's hit out wide. And it's just unrelenting pressure from this team as Maz nailing the woodwork again. Oh my lord. And nothing's going through for this Boost Brigade team. And as I say that, Hip Dusty proves me wrong, shuts me up, and says goodbye.
26 seconds left on the clock. This one is looking very, very hard to do. It is still possible. You can 100% still come back from this deficit, but you can see in the cameras, they look like they've already accepted the loss here. They need to come back here. There's still chances, as that one looks like a great chance, but it's denied yet again. 15 seconds left on the clock. This one is looking all but over. Is Warrior able to get it out mid? Nope, not quite. Mastos able to deny it. With that clear, that one will be the nail in the casket, and we do have a 3-0 sweep coming from Boost Brigade.
Yeah, not how you wanted this to go. And if you're KHAOS KREW, you're going to want to look at those first two games. Honestly, not a bad showing on their end. Only losing by 2 at the highest and taking 2 overtimes against a team who's currently #1 in the entire division. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's a loss in my book. I wish I took the game off them, but it's something to look at, and I hope they take those games and move forward properly.
Yep. And what I get, oh, Hip Dusty is upside down. I don't know how exactly that happened, but as we wait for these guys to get in the waiting room, I'd assume that they've been through this before because they already have streams. So hopefully these guys can get into that waiting room so that we can get this interview on the way.
Yeah, looks like they're taking their time.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're probably still trying to find it. Who knows? We're all good. We're all chilling. We can just yap for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a dominant showing. I don't know, Hip Dusty trying to recorrect himself. Now he is sideways instead of upside down. So, making improvements here. And you can see Warrior in the background on Mazto's stream. Kind of defeated, I'm not going to lie. He definitely performed at the level he should have, but it just wasn't enough today. And honestly, if I'm him, I'm looking to next week and the weeks after that to maybe Maztos with the hug, checking on his buddy, making sure he's okay. And it's good to see. It's good to see good sportsmanship, and I'd love to see these guys in for a meeting, but
I'm trying to message them.
Looks like they, hey Warrior, if you're still in the chat, man, feel free to let your roommate know
buddy
you gotta
know,
get into
or we might
the
not.
waiting room
We
here.
might just not have one. I mean, if they don't get in here soon, we might just need to call her there. But hopefully they can get in here. Oh, they are. They are joining up into the waiting room.
Oh, perfect.
They heard you. They heard. At least they heard someone. We'll wait for the last guy. I think it's Mr. David to wait to join up, or we could just drag these two guys in here. We'll see if they're.
Yeah.
We'll drag them two in here for now.
Yeah, let's get them in here for now.
Congrats, guys, on the win. I think we're still missing your third, but we can start the post-mission interview with you guys. Congrats on the 3-0 sweep, and also congrats on sweeping your roommate. I noticed that mid-match.
Thank you. I feel bad for him, but game's a game.
Hey, we saw the good sportsmanship, the good hug. But yeah, you guys came through. It was a 3-0, however, it didn't seem like the most secure 3-0 that I've ever seen. What do you guys think happened in that first two matches, center to overtime? Do you think that it was just kind of miscommunication on your side? Do you think it was an effective pressure on their side? What went through your guys' head?
I think it was just a bit of miscommunication, and it was our first game on of the night together, so we weren't really coming prepared, but we still won.
Dubs? Well, I'm curious. I have a question towards Mr. Mustos. Is there like bleeding comms, or is there anything that like affects in terms of being in the same room as your opponent, I guess?
Yeah, a little bit. I could hear him say what he was doing to his teammates, and he could probably hear what I was gonna do. So, a little bit, but
Just taking off the headphones have been match. All right, what are they trying to switch up? What do we got to counter strat?
yeah.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna toss a question over to Hip Dusty. Hey, Hip Dusty, you came in as a pretty effective second man, if all things considered. In comparison to the entirety of the second man on the opponent's team, which didn't even have a goal into tonight, you looked like the more dominant pick, especially in this draft. What are your thoughts on that?
I think me and Mostos just have really good energy, like together when it comes to it. So I mean, just setting up some shots for each other just works out.
Gotcha. Hey, I mean, it was effective. You guys pulled off this win. Do you guys feel like the momentum kind of followed you, or do you think that it was shaky all the way through?
Um. Oh, is this a hip dusty question?
It's an either one of your question, honestly. I would throw one to David, but he's just dead. Um,
Yeah, I don't know where he went, but yeah, I feel like the momentum carried through. We played good with each other. It started shaky at first, but yeah, definitely got better.
All
glad to
right.
hear it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't I don't have any questions. Pen, do you have any other questions for these guys?
nah, man, I ran him through. I'd love to throw one at David, but I think he doesn't know how to get into a Discord call, which is okay. I mean, it's a learning season, especially if you're down in Div. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh well.
Is it
Regardless,
Discord?
do you guys have any other shout outs you want to make before we send her on your way?
No, just want to say thank you guys for getting us on stream.
Of course.
Thank
Love to
you.
get matches on this on the stream. Congrats again on the win, and we will send you guys on your way. Good job on the 3-0 sweep, and best of luck on your next matches.
Thank you.
All right. That'll do it for our I gotta switch this. For the fourth matchup, and we actually do have a fifth matchup coming underway. We'll have a newcaster joining us at very short notice, but stay tuned for, I believe it's Burger versus Gold Diggers coming up after the break. We are going for the record 5 stream matches. And we will catch you guys in a little bit. Pen, thank you so much for joining me on the desk, especially yours was also a little short notice, had a caster bail, sorry. But you got anything else you want to say before we send you on your way?
Not much. Just it's always fun to cast with the V Storm, and this was a fun experience. I definitely didn't expect how DIV would be to cast, but I think it's actually more fun than people give it credit. And I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll be seeing you probably in time soon.
100%. Best of luck, everyone, with your matches, and we'll be back in a short little bit. See you in a little bit. Okay, so there's going to be a brief video explaining how it's going to be set up because